Welcome back. We're in the kitchen with my bestie Dakota today, and we're going to be making some homemade peanut butter pumpkin dog treats. Dakota's 11. She loves them, and she is finicky. I'll take her in the PetSmart, and she'll have nothing to do with their treats. So, you ready to get to cooking, Dakota? Huh? You ready? Let's do it. So, to begin these dog treats, we will start by mixing up the wet ingredients. So, we have a third a cup of pumpkin puree. I don't know if I said that word right or not, but anyway, my mouth only speaks Southern. Um, and you only want the pumpkin, just the plain pumpkin. You don't want the pumpkin pie. If it says anything on the ingredients other than pumpkin, you don't want it. We'll be using a half a cup of peanut butter. The peanut butter needs to have no artificial sugars in it. So you're looking for an all natural peanut butter. The artificial sugars are poisonous to your dog, and the last thing we want to do is to hurt our furry animals. And then one egg. You will mix all of your wet ingredients together. So you just want to get them all just mixed in together so that it's easier when you start adding your dry ingredients. Pumpkin is very good for your dog. It can help with diarrhea, also help with constipation. And of course, the egg, you got some protein in there as well as the peanut butter. And I haven't never met a dog that didn't like peanut butter. Actually smells pretty good. So we have the dry ingredients mixed together. Now we're going to, the wet ingredients, now we're going to mix the dry ingredients. So what we have here is 1.5 cups of oatmeal flour. We did grind this ourselves. You could by all means use a whole wheat flour, or whatever kind of flour that you would like. You can even use regular all purpose flour, but you don't have all the same benefits in there. We're going to add to this a little bit of cinnamon, turmeric, ginger, and pepper. All of these have benefits to your dog, and I will put the benefits within the description as well as the recipe. But truly, we're using so minute here, it's not going to make a huge difference, and you're not going to feed your dog enough treats to make a difference anyway with what I'm adding here. It does add a little bit of flavor to it, though. And that's what our dog is looking for. They want something yummy. So you just mix all this together. Smells pretty darn good. Smells like I'm going to make an oatmeal cookie. Now we will add this to our wet ingredients. And I'm just going to add a little bit at a time and then mix it up because I know that this is going to come into a thick dough. So that's the way it looked at halfway. And believe me when I say this does smell really good right now. Now I'm going to add a little more. I might as well just add it all. I was there anyway. And when I'm mixing this, I'm kind of mashing it together. It's not quite the same as mixing up cookie dough, even though that's kind of what we're making, making a dog cookie. Again, this is our homemade pumpkin peanut butter dog treat. I think we have that mixed up pretty good. This is what this will look like. This is what your dough will look like. I'm going to get a couple things cleaned up. I'm going to grab me a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper and preheat your oven to 350. So what I have is a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you could prep your pan with some oil or butter. Ooh, butter? Yeah, you could use butter. I don't know. And we're going to drop these just like you would be doing cookies onto this cookie sheet. These homemade peanut butter pumpkin dog treats are much better for your dogs than what you would get in the store. And they're so much more cost efficient as well. I don't know if you bought treats lately for your dog, but they are so expensive. And they do have a lot of preservatives in it and things you may not want. I don't want to feed it to my dog. So these are much better. You know exactly what's in them. These can be kept on the counter, um, airtight container for up to 7 days, in the refrigerator up to 2 weeks. And if you wanted to freeze them, you could freeze them up to 6 months and have them for your dogs. And you've seen how very easy it is to make these treats. So now that we have our cookies on the cookie sheet, we're going to take a fork and we're going to do these like we do our peanut butter cookies that we give and the cook at Christmas time. So we're just going to put the crisscrosses on top. I think I need to get a little bit of water to put this fork in to keep it from sticking. If you happen to be rolling your balls out with your hands, a little bit of water will help there too to keep the dough from sticking to your hands. So now we're just going to crisscross them. These are nice to give for gifts at any time. You know, people now have birthday parties for their dogs. So you could take this particular treat, and I am sure that they would just really love it. These are ready to go in the oven. Again, that's at 350, and we want these to be a little bit crunchy. Dakota likes crunchy treats, so we're going to do ours for probably 25 to 30 minutes. If you want it softer, start checking those treats at 20 minutes. We just took our second batch out of the oven and we cooked these for 30 minutes. They did get done. They are crunchy, but they're not hard as rock. And they smell so good. I think, now maybe I shouldn't take a bite, but you know I want to. Look, it's crunchy, but it's not hard. So I think Dakota's going to love these. We'll come back with Dakota after these cool and we'll get her vote. So let's see if Dakota is going to like these peanut butter pumpkin dog treats. We'll call them Scooby Snacks. Who like that? Oh, oops. She's already ate half of it. She loves it. She loves it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Hit that bell for notifications and subscribe. Until next time, stir the pot.